everyone and good morning. It's a Tuesday. So, story time. Ayan, katatapos ko lang ng 3 classes ko sa ESL online teaching ko. And because it's Holy Week, so I decided kasi hindi ako mag-work ng Friday. Mayroon akong work pero yung fixed student ko, dalawa lang, hindi na ako nagdagdag. So, nag-book ako ng lahat-lahat. Sabi ko, sige, mag-broken schedule ako. Parang magbabawi ako ng slot. So, nag-book ako lahat. Tapos, feeling ko, i-cancel ko na lang para magkapag-rest. Kung ano yung na-book, yun yung i-open ko. Syempre, yun yung ile-lesson ko. So, 5 a.m. I have 2 classes, same student, and then mayroong isa din ng 6:30. So, 3 classes, tapos kinancel ko na lang yung iba para makapag-ayos ng bahay. So, pwede na yung 3. And you know what? That person who booked 2 classes, after our class, na-check ko yung aking schedule, nag-book siya another 2 classes each day. So, until Thursday. Kasi wala nga akong binook ng Friday. So, she booked again. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? First class, first meeting, first time kong i-cater yung class kay student, but maybe she liked me, that's why she booked again or she rebooked again her class. So I must say that this is my advantage, and I'm happy to share this with you. Lahat usually ng mga students ko, pag first time nilang maka-attend ng class ko, nagre-rebook sila. Hindi naman ako yung tipong maraming bookings because this is my part-time work. I am not doing it as a full-time job, but because it's Holy Week and yeah, while waiting, nagbo-book ako, tinatry ko mag-experiment when to get booking. So, tinitingnan ko yung lahat, tinry kong ilagay na open para at least makita ko saan ba mas maraming bookings aside from sa peak hours. So, usually sa peak hours lang ako sa gabi naglalagay. Pero sabi ko, tingnan ko, try ko din. Why not? So, ngayon, nag-experiment ako at nagkakaroon ako ng early birds or early schedules, and then I'll have a broken schedules na, but it's okay kasi yung broken schedules naman, that's the time that I can do household chores and I can also sleep pa. Kina-cancel ko na lang ulit. So, ayun, going back, siguro ang mapapayo ko lang sa inyo, be energetic, check your lesson ahead of time, kung adult man yan or middlers or young kids, you need to be energetic. Okay, practice your opening spiel. Always ask them, always check with them. You can say, how are you? It is a repetitive question, but it's very important to know that you are concerned with them. Ako, pag tinatanong ako ng trainer ko or ng coach ko na, how are you? How's your day? Parang feeling ko may concern sila sa akin. So, yeah, we should do that, okay? Simple words like, huwag maging monotonous, huwag maging boring. If you can practice how to deliver your spiel or your di ba binabasa lang naman natin yan? So, we should at least deliver it with energy. And of course, we should try to maintain anong tawag dito? Sa call center kasi sinasabi naming rapport. Yan. We should have a rapport, or we should build rapport with our students. That way kasi, feeling ko nga gusto kong mag-FT, pero ayoko naman kasi parang more responsibility kasi yun. So, feeling ko, pag nagkakaroon ako ng mga new students talaga, hindi lang feeling, talagang totoo, nagre-repeat booking sila sa akin. Because, parang na-discover ko yung way to encourage them to book my class again. Even the parents, maski na sa mga bata, palagi yan pag may mga bagong students, I give my best. Every time na alam kong bago ko kong student to, talagang gagalingan ko, gagawin ko lahat, kikilitiin ko, patatawanin ko, tatanungin ko. Mas lalo pag adult, you need to ask them, what do you do? Yung sila yung tanongin mo, what do you usually eat? What do you usually travel where? Lahat sila yung pagsalitain ninyo so that they can feel na, ay, interesting tong teacher na to. So, yun lang, just giving you some advice because, yes, yun nga, parang gusto kong i-share yung experience ko, how to earn students or how to parang paano magkaroon ng rebooking sa mga new students natin. Kasi if karamihan yan, subok ko yan talaga. Pag bagong student ko, babalik at babalik sa akin because talagang ina-earn ko yung interest niya. Binibigyan ko ng importance yung lesson niya. Kasi yun yung gusto niyang lesson eh. So, we should provide them what they want and we should comment. Ayan, comment natin sila lagi. Yung feedback natin, wag puro negative. Dapat mag-start ka muna sa positive. And then, although medyo hirap siya magsalita, sabihin mo na good that you are able to pronounce the word after repetitions, or you need to practice, and then gawin mo pa siyang negative spiel, or you can say it in a negative. Wag maging negative, palaging positive dapat. Dapat positive scripting tayo sa kanila para maramdaman nila na okay lang sila, na hindi sila makakaramdam ng rejections. Because that way, kung marireject sila, ay hindi na sila magbubuk sa iyo. So, palagi i-commend mo, maski na matigas ang dila, maski na hindi So, you are able to pronounce it. So, but please practice it several times or many times as you can. So, yun lang muna for today's video, okay? I'll share more tips on how to become more effective as an ESL teacher. So, again, if you would like to apply as an ESL teacher here in 51 Talk, you can get my referral link dun sa bio ko, or you can PM me, okay? So, thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.